The Ballad of the Marker Waterfront Resort Key West, a tragedy in five-star clothing. Oh, gather round, my darlings, and let me tell you a tale so wretched, so painfully avoidable, that it would make a Victorian ghost story seem like a light-hearted romp. This is the saga of the Marker Waterfront Resort Key West, a place where dreams go to die, where logic is murdered, and where the concept of hospitality was clearly scribbled on a napkin by a sleep-deprived intern and then lit on fire. Let us begin with the grand entrance here, should I say, the grand disappointment. Picture this: you arrive, weary from travel, clutching your reservation confirmation like a sacred scroll. You paid, oh how you paid, $1,000 a night. Child's play, but what do you receive? A lie. A harbor view room promised like a knight's vow vanishes into the ether. The front desk staffed by what I can only assume were lost children who've never heard of customer service shrugs. Take it up with AAA, they say. AAA, my sweet summer children, you took my money, you made the promise. And yet here we are, standing in a lobby that smells faintly of regret and stale air freshener, being gaslit like we were in a bad relationship. But wait, the carpet, oh the carpet, a crime against humanity. A texture so foul, so unkempt that walking barefoot feels like trespassing on a bacterial kingdom. I laid down towels, just to traverse my own room without weeping. And housekeeping, non-existent. For 3 days, my trash piled up like a monument to neglect. I begged for fresh towels like a peasant pleading for bread. And when I dared ask for a late checkout 24 hours in advance, mind you, I was denied via text message an hour before eviction. The audacity, the disrespect, and then the fire alarm. At 4 a.m. a screeching banshee of sound jolts me awake. Twice, I stumbled downstairs half dead to ask if we should evacuate. The response, if it was real, the fire department would come. Oh, splendid. So we should just burn alive until the professionals confirm it, and then the gaslighting. Your patio door was open, they claim. Lies, it was shut tighter than their hearts. The sheer nerve to blame me for their malfunctioning nightmare. Let us speak of the staff, angry, uninformed, and seemingly allergic to English. Asking for a fork became a Shakespearean tragedy, and the management nowhere to be found. Like ghosts, they haunt the halls, leaving no trace but broken promises and unanswered emails. Charged for mini bar chips I didn't eat, of course. Accused of theft, naturally. Refund, ha, they stopped responding like a bad Tinder date who ghosts you after stealing your fries. And the noisy-o, the noise. Walls thinner than tissue paper. A screaming woman, a sobbing baby, a 2-hour shower symphony next door. It was like living inside a telenovela directed by a madman. The pools, puddles, the food. Cold, sad, and overpriced like a rich kid's attempt at...
The reality of businesses near the Marker Waterfront Resort Key West. Let me tell you about the businesses near the Marker Waterfront Resort Key West. The kind of places where optimism goes to die. If you're imagining charming little shops and relaxing cafes, let me adjust your expectations. This is more like a carnival where the games are rigged, the prizes are broken, and the clowns are depressed. Shopping here feels like a flea market run by vultures. Clinton Square Market is the kind of place where dreams of a cute souvenir fade faster than cheap sunscreen. Picture this: you walk in, see a shirt you like, and before you can even take a picture for your mom's opinion, some shopkeeper lunges at you like you just tried to steal the Mona Lisa. No photos allowed, because apparently free advertising is a crime. Then there's the shop that exists but never opens. You stare through the window like a sad puppy, seeing the shirt you want, but the owner's clock sign might as well say, "Gone fishing forever." And if you do get inside, congratulations, you're now in a closet-sized store where the salespeople hover like seagulls waiting for you to drop a French fry. Spas that are more stressful than your job. Prana Spa is not a spa. It's a tiny room inside a gym where the soundtrack to your relaxing massage is someone dropping a dumbbell on the floor. Imagine paying $200 to lie on a table while the walls vibrate from barbells crashing nearby. And the bathroom. Oh, it's frosted glass, so you get to see but not really see the person next to you doing their business. Very zen. Then there's the tipping confusion. You say 25, they hear 25. A simple misunderstanding or a calculated move. You decide. Restaurants where the only fresh ingredient is regret. Oasis Mediterranean cuisine sounds lovely. Until you realize Oasis is code for roach sanctuary. Picture this: a waitress walks out, casually brushing cockroaches off her shoulder like they're lint. You order a salad but the leaves still have dirt on them, because washing lettuce is apparently optional. And the price is $22 for a plate of pasta with 3 sad vegetables. Oh, and don't forget the mandatory $18 service fee, because nothing says hospitality like forcing your customers to pay extra for the privilege of being ignored. Bistro 245 is where food poisoning is the house specialty. You order steak, and it arrives looking like it was cooked with a blowtorch twice. The bathrooms look like they haven't been cleaned since the Cold War. And the service, imagine being seated, then immediately forgotten like a bad Tinder date. The only thing this place has going for it is the sunset, which, by the way, is free to look at literally anywhere else. Bars that hate customers. Sloppy Joe's Bar is the kind of place where the drinks are weak, the nachos are sad, and the staff is allergic to good vibes. Walk in without ID. No problem until an hour later when suddenly it's a federal crime. Try showing a passport. Nope. Green card. Nope. Apparently the only acceptable ID here is a handwritten note from the governor of Florida, and if you're not white, well, let's just say some servers have a preference for who they talk to. The Birdcage Cabaret, more like the Birdcage maybe. Show up for a performance and there's a 50-50 chance it's cancelled because, surprise, nobody else is here either. And if you do get in, enjoy the lingering smell of cigarette smoke from 1998. Final thoughts: this is not a drill. If you're staying at the Marker Waterfront Resort, do yourself a favour, wander past these places. Eat somewhere local, drink somewhere that doesn't treat ID laws like a game of Calvin Ball, and for the love of all things holy, do not take pictures of shirts without written permission. The business is here. They're not evil, just deeply, tragically disappointing. Like a fireworks show that ends with a sad, wet fizzle, proceed with caution. Or better yet, just Uber somewhere else.
Okay, so I was, looking into stuff happening near the Marker Waterfront Resort Key West, you know. It is supposed to be this nice place, but well, it's Key West. Things aren't always what they seem. It's a bit depressing actually. Businesses around the Marker, especially on Duval Street, aggressive is a good word. All these cosmetic shops, they basically trick you. It is like they give you a free sample, super nice, and then bam, they overcharge you like way more than something should cost. It is so obvious, right? Like how can someone fall for that? Probably a lot of tourists just wanting to feel good on their vacation. I bet after getting that bill, they'd be furious, maybe dispute it with their card. But honestly, it's such a hassle when you're on vacation. The shop probably carried on though, just moving on to the next person before someone reported them. It's sad. Then there's the jewelry stores. Oh gosh. They sell these Atocha coins near the Marker Waterfront Resort Key West. Supposedly they're from a Spanish shipwreck, but they're either super overpriced or just fake. They pretend they're made from real wreckage or replicas made from wreckage. It is so confusing. And they offer discounts like they're doing you a favor. I am sure tons of people walk away thinking they have a treasure, and then find out it is, just metal. I bet the people who bought those coins felt really foolish and probably talked about it for the rest of their trip, and those stores probably still doing the same thing, laughing all the way to the bank. And wow, this is the worst one. They had this whole thing going on in some of the t-shirt shops, not too far from the Marker Waterfront Resort Key West. Years ago, but still they weren't just selling shirts. Like there were scams.